Hi everyone, thanks for joining me. I appreciate you being on this downsizing, decluttering, organizing journey with me. And if you'd like to keep hearing from me, go ahead and hit that subscribe button at the bottom, big red subscribe. So a lot of people have a really difficult time with your memorabilia, things the kids made you, little pottery vases they bring home, and just lots of sentimental things when it comes to kids. And so I have a really good friend, Terry, who I thought did a brilliant thing with her sentimental items, and I'm going to share it with you. And something before we get started on that is it's funny what you think is sentimental or what you think your kids are going to love and want forever, they don't. And then the things you're like, oh, they're never going to want this. They tell you they want it. So Terry's idea is great because then the decision is made together. And some examples of that is when I was going through albums and pictures, I had many autograph books of when, I have 4 kids and you'd go to Disney World and you'd get the characters to, autograph their autograph books. And so I had a bunch of them. And I thought, oh, nobody's going to want these. I was kind of just half-heartedly pitching out these autograph books. And I mentioned it on the group text. So surprised. My daughter Hannah's like, can you hang on to that one autograph book that the character signed and then we put pictures in? I mean, I would have pitched them and one of my children wanted it. And then my friend Angel was telling me that when her son did karate, his very first big karate belt he got, that he kicked this block of wood and then his instructor signed it with what belt it was. She looked at that and she was like, oh my gosh, he's never going to want these 2 pieces of wood that the instructor signed. And she actually threw it in their wood pile to later on, if they were having a fire, they would just use it as firewood. How about her husband comes home from work, he's digging in the wood pile and says, Angel, look what I found. This is like, oh my gosh, remember his first block that he kicked when he was in karate? I mean, he's gonna want that. Isn't it funny? Really? What we think people want, they don't want. What's sentimental to one isn't sentimental to another. So, getting on to my good idea, that's really my girlfriend Terry's good idea. What she did was she had 3 what we would call back in the day like a hope chest that your grandmother, you might even have one. They were at the end of the bed and you'd put blankets or you'd put treasures in there that you were saving. And that's what she had for her 3 children. And when she was downsizing her home, she would come across things that were like, oh my gosh, I know they're going to want this. And she would put it in each of their hope chests. And the idea that she had was that she would fill up these hope chests, and then at Christmas, when they came down Christmas morning, that's what they would share as a family. They would each open up their hope chest and then get the reaction from the whole family, from her and her husband, from the other kids, that they have great memories. And she said it was fantastic. And, Amanda pulled out her American Girl doll, and, Ryan had some cross-country medals in there. They all had different things that she thought for sure that they were going to keep everything in this hope chest because this was the best of the best. And, she wasn't positive, but she thought these are the real winners. And you know what? What she found was they spent all Christmas morning and they looked at each other and they told stories about certain things and things that they had loved about, those memories and those times. And again, just like I said, she was shocked at the things they kept. And quite frankly, she was shocked at the things that they were fine with giving away. The American Girl doll, that all those times they told stories and read books and played with them. just wasn't that important to them. So as a family, they enjoyed those last memories. She took some videos, they took some pictures. The kids took pictures of things and then said, Mom, you can get rid of that cross-country poster. I have a picture of it now. And yeah, senior year, they'd have cross-country posters with all these pictures. But anyway, and so I thought that was a great idea, that instead of you by yourself making all these decisions or sending group text or trying to explain it over the phone, wouldn't that be fun? I mean, it doesn't have to be Christmas. It can be like, hey, everyone's coming in to see mom and dad, or, you know, in the summer you're together, and get 3 big Rubbermaid tubs and just start throwing in things that you just really don't know. Are they going to want that autograph book from Disney? You know, are they still going to want their pom-poms from when they were a cheerleader? Who knows? But you go ahead and put it in their court, but then watch the reaction. And when they empty out those tubs, you can share in the laughs and the tears and the I could care less about this. And you have that time together to relive those memories. And so I thought, you know, hats off to you, Terry. That was a great idea. She said they spent all day just, you know, pigging out. It was Christmas Day. It was just their family. And they got through a lot of good memories together, enjoyed them together, and then really cleared out those hope chests. So that's my idea for you. It's a thought when you're really having a tough time trying to decide on that sentimental journey that we're on and what to keep and what not to keep. All right, you have a great day. Thanks for joining me. See you soon.